my friends. I'm Rand Golson with Energy's Rising, and it's good to come and talk to you here today. Many of you know I'm an advanced practitioner for Eden Energy Medicine. I'm also a founder of Ascending Energies, another form of energy work, and I do a lot of shamanic and angelic work. And today, I want to talk to you about a real specific set of energies that I work with, and it's the aura. Now, I visualize and see the aura as a shield and a filter that's around us. And it's a magnificent energy system that is primary in protecting, stabilizing, and grounding all of your other energy systems. It is a system that both shields your energy and your biofields from the environments that are around us. Now, a basic description of the aura is that it's a multi-layered series of energetic envelopes that are nested within each other. The layers conform to a degree with the shape of our body, and they present similar to the nesting dolls like we see that come from Russia, little dolls inside a doll, inside a doll, inside a doll. Now, each layer presents different specialties in how it is connected to the functions of the body, the different organs, and to emotional and mental capabilities. Each layer also specializes in its capacity to filter out specific non-beneficial elements in the environments around us. That is the focus of today's talk as we look at ways to boost our aura's efficiency in protecting our systems, both biological and energetic. Excuse me, it's really important we keep our water up, as it's our main conduit for moving the energies through the body and the electrical systems. Now, what kind of things might we find the aura repels and filters out? Well, it's a first-line defense against the various radiations we are exposed to in our modern world. You look at all the electromagnetic frequencies, EMFs, that abound in our personal spaces. These frequencies are emitted from all of our communication devices, computers, routers, TVs, 4G, 5G transmitters, and receivers. Another thing that the aura filters out and protects us against is non-beneficial thought forms. Now, these are emotionally driven energies of a dense or heavy nature that are rampant in our society. Things like anger, fear, despair, depression, all those come under this heading. When they are directed at your aura and it's not strong, they find ready access to destabilizing your energies and burrow in to nest in the emotional, mental patterns. Biological invaders is another one that's filtered out. Most commonly, we think of bacteria and viruses, but we also need to be vigilant towards the many types of toxins that we have dumped into our environment in the last 115 years. So all of these aspects are filtered out in varying degrees by a healthy aura. The stronger and more grounded the aura, the greater its capacity is to perform these functions. So one perspective that might help visualize the abilities of the auric layers is to think of each layer as a specific type of a sponge, designed to filter and target specific things. For example, our outermost two layers, way out here, filter out much of the UV and gamma ray radiation from our sun. This assists us in protecting our skin from sunburn and sun-damaging effects. Now, when we ignore its capacity to protect us, and we are exposed to a much greater degree than its capacity is, we can get burned, we'll get sunburned. But that's our responsibility to maintain safe boundaries, which is a subject of another talk. Now, the capacity of a poorly maintained aura, as opposed to a strong, vibrant aura, can be drained down to as little as 7 to 10% functioning capacity, whereas a balanced and grounded aura will typically function at up to 75 to 80% in its processes. This is significant when we look at shielding and filtering effects. So I'm going to share some techniques and exercises with you to ground and strengthen your own aura so it is more resilient and effective in helping you be healthier and having greater resistance to non-beneficial forms that are around us all the time. In doing these techniques, I remind you that we are electromagnetic beings. We're chock full of electromagnetic energy. Our hands emit and receive electromagnetic energy all of the time and are even polarity oriented, with the palm side of the hand oriented like the south side of a magnet and the back side of the hand oriented like the north side of a magnet. We can effectively use these polarities in both sides of our hands as we work to support our own energy patterns. Now, I want to show my first technique I'm sharing with you, which is from Donna Eden's work, and it's a great piece called Connecting Heaven and Earth. And with this, we like to rub our hands together to clear those congested energies off the hands, shake that off. It also activates your hands' chakras and gets them up and moving. Now, I'd like you to just bring your hands overhead to a prayer position. Bring the palms down to the chest, center of the chest in prayer position. And on an inhale, the hands are going to separate, and one palm will go toward the planet and one palm will go towards the heavens as we breathe in. So it's a form of, I'm going to move back for a little more visual. We go, hold it for 4 or 5 counts, then exhale and come back to center. Do the other side. Exhale and come back to center. We're going to do one more set. Separate the hands. Palm to the heaven, a palm to the earth. Exhale, back to center. Inhale one more time. And then exhale and come back to center. Today we'll just finish that one with a quick visual. Hold your love light right in between your hands. Make a ball of energy there with it. Set an intention of something that you're going to perform and accomplish today in love. Now, take a nice deep breath and hold that intention. And exhale and blow it out into your environment. And we'll just let that seed your environment around you with your intention of something you're going to grow in love with today. Thank you very much. The next thing I'm going to show you is one of the oldest healing traditions we have on the planet. And it's called the Celtic Weave. We use it in Donna Eden's work. We use it in Celtic work. It's even used in most of the indigenous societies around the planet. And it is using these electromagnets in our hands, both sides, to weave figure eights in our field. So to do this, we're going to fire up these hand magnets again. We're going to cup that energy behind our ears, which helps nourish another energy system called triple warmer. Now, we're going to take a deep inhale, cross the arms in front, and we're going to blow it out at shoulder height. So it's all blow. Breathe back in and hug yourself. Blow out at the waist. Breathe back in and hug yourself and blow out at the knees. Breathe back in and hug yourself and blow out around the ankles. Now scoop that energy up in front of you. And just bring those figure eights everywhere around you. Use both sides of your hand with the figure eights, and you're giving yourself a polarity treatment at the same time. Now, another thing, a lot of people get concerned about, well, what about the back side of my body? Maybe I'm not getting my figure eights there. Once you bring them in the aura, they're going to be all around you. But if you have particular issues with vulnerability behind you or sore back, things of that nature, you can beef it up. And here's what we do. The aura holds patterns of energy in it as well, just like programming a computer. So if we take that energy and we do a whole pattern of figure eights right in front of us in our aura, build those eights, get that all built up, and then you turn around and you back into it like Baloo the bear and just let those eights penetrate right through and into your aura. And you've just really bolstered this whole side of your aura as well. It's really great for people that feel vulnerable. Now, I'm going to show you another technique here that I call pulsing the aura. And I'm going to turn sideways a little bit with this one so that you can get a full visual on it. But if you figure that you're in the middle of a star, a 5-pointed star, one point is directly down in front of you. One set of points are just a little bit to the side and in front of you here. And the back points of the star are back here behind you. That's your star, those 5 points. And for working with the star, we begin with fully exhaled lungs. And I'm going to hold my arms all the way out at the edge of my aura space here. I'm going to empty my lungs, and then I'll start. And with the first inhale, I'll be pulling that energy into my core, and then I'll exhale it out through the front. And then I'll pull it back into the core and exhale it out to behind me to those points. And inhale again and draw it back to core and out to the sides, and I'll complete one star. So this is what it looks like. We're going to go. That's one star. That's 2 stars. Now I'm going to recommend people do 3 of those in a set. But for time constraints, that's 2 of them, 2 full ones. Now the last thing I want you to do in this set today is to consider that we can take our aura and really firm it up, kind of armorize it. I like to think of it as crystallizing it. And so what you're going to do here is you're going to take that energy in your hands and you're going to start at the front of the body and you're going to pull the energy right up the central line of the body as you breathe in, activating central meridian flow. Tap it in at the bottom lip. Blow a big heart. Do one more. Tap it in at the bottom lip and exhale a big heart. I want you to do a third one. Tap it in, exhale a big heart. Now reach behind you when you finish that heart, and you're going to grab right above the belt line here and breathe in and pull that energy up as far as you can reach. Take the other hand and set a line of intention between those fingers and pull it over to the upper lip and lock that in. And this locks your aura in a great place for you to hold your energies, that puts you in charge of determining what comes and goes through that aura, and it really reduces your vulnerability to things around you and in your environment and for people's emotions and stuff. So I just want you to be in charge of those things for yourself. We all need to be responsible for our own energy fields, and there's no better place to start than with our aura. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.